What's up? This your boy CharleHorseBeats from CharleHorseBeats.com, and we're back with another Producers Huddle.
CharleHorseBeats.com.
What's up? Today on Producers Huddle, we're going to discuss how to get placements with major artists. There are a few tips that help accelerate the process. There isn't any magic trick whatsoever, but it does involve lots of work. I know a lot of you are like, "Dag, man, how do I get my stuff on the radio? How do I get my music in front of the people that really matter?" It really comes down to the work, really, and the music. You got to have good music as well. Most importantly, the music is your resume. The music is going to speak for itself. So if the music is not even up to par, nobody's going to listen to it for that matter. Tip number 1, building solid relationships. I cannot stress this enough. Relationships are everything. It's all who you know. That's really the bigger piece of the puzzle. It's all who you know. Your network is your net worth. That can make or break your career. What that means broken down is the more people you know of importance, the more chances it is of you being put in position to make certain things happen. Now, especially in this music industry, it's all based off of who you know. You need to build solid relationships with a lot of key people. Some key people you should consider building a relationship with are the artist manager, someone in the artist's crew, a friend, someone, other rappers, A&R, or the artist direct. I know you guys are like, well, how do I do that? First of all, you got to believe in your product. Once you believe in your product, you'll have nothing but confidence. So when you're approaching these people, make it sense that you're about your business, and they wouldn't mind passing you an email or a phone number, but don't abuse the situation. So go to these events, have business cards, have some merch, have some music on you. Do your research on the event. See who's going to be there. See if they are in line with the artists you want to work with. This music industry is small. I can't even count how many times I've been to, a bunch of networking events, and I started seeing people more than once. If you're a cornball and you're just doing cornball stuff, that's going to follow you. And not for nothing, that's going to blacklist you. You're going to blacklist yourself. So make sure you be on point when you go to these places, because you will see these people again. Which brings me to number 2, social media. You got to make yourself seen and heard. Some artists have their email available, and they'll tell you, yeah, I need beats. Send it to this email. And you happen to see it. If you happen to catch it within a nick of time, because there's times when they post it and it tells you they posted it a minute ago, 2 minutes ago. Well, you got a better chance of you possibly getting your music heard. I don't want to say a placement, because like I said, it all boils down to relationships. And if your music is hot, that email may get open. And if your stuff is not hot and that's the moment you've been waiting for, then you're never going to hear nothing back from it anyway. So just make sure your music is hot. Tip number 3, work with as many artists as possible. Build your name up. Get experience working with as many people as possible. The more the merrier. It's really a numbers game. The more and more music you got and it's out there, the more and more you kind of bring awareness to your name and your brand. That's another thing. That's what's going to attract a major artist to you, or somebody who represents a major artist to you, because of your track record. People are listening. Trust me and believe that. People are listening. Don't think because you're not on a major platform that people are not hearing your music. People are hearing your music, and you never know who is hearing your music. Build that name up. It's only a matter of time before you actually connect with an artist who you coming up with, and they actually have a dope song. And that song will be the song that actually be the one to get you in the game. And then from there, all the artists are going to start coming to you, because you're that new dude on the block. Every producer has that run. History repeats itself when it comes to that. Every dog gets his day. Just wait. Just keep working, and your number will be called. Just make sure you got a whole bunch of joints ready to go when that floodgate open, though, because everybody going to want to be from you. Everybody and their mom's going to want to be from you. Next tip is have track outs for every beat that you make. I cannot stress this enough. This is very, 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 very important. I know that's a lot of varies, but that's how important it is, because that can make or break any situation. That could be the reason you don't get the placement, or you finally do have the chance to have your music heard. They record to your 2-track, the MP3 or the wave joint. Have those wave tracks ready, man. They want to be sitting inside the mix, not on top of the mix. So when that call come in and they need that, you already got them on deck. You had a folder for it already. Major artists are polished and they monetize their music. So those track outs are the most important asset. Most important tip, you got to work your ass off. Like, you got to be willing to work like no other, because the truth of the matter is, man, this don't happen overnight. When I would finally meet people that I look up to, or someone who is in a position where I wanted to be at the time, I would always ask them, what's the best piece of advice you would give somebody that's coming up? And they always tell me, man, you got to work your ass off. You got to brand yourself. You want to become a household name. Think like Pepsi. Everyone knows Pepsi. Even if you never had Pepsi, you know what Pepsi is. Pepsi is everywhere. You want to be in front of everything exactly like that. There's so many free avenues to get yourself out there, and there's not really one way. That's the thing. These are just tips that I'm sharing with you that may help accelerate the process, but there really isn't one way to go about this. But at the end of the day, the most important piece, and that's why I saved it for last, is work. You got to have a work ethic. You can't work sometimes and expect stuff to happen. You got to work all the time. It's going to be tough, definitely, but you're going to push through it. You will push through it. You just got to keep working, keep focused, stay grinding, stay down till you come up. And don't let people tell you that it's not possible. You feel me? There's new artists emerging every day. That's why I said, don't really make working with a major artist your focal point, because you never know which artists you work with are going to become a major artist. Come up with an artist that's coming up, because most likely they're going to bring you in too. There goes your major artist. Producers, quick recap. Build solid relationships. Can't stress that enough. Your network is your net worth. Work with as many artists as possible. Build your own sound. Focus on doing you, building you up. By the time you do reach the point where you're working with a major artist, people will have been aware of what you've done because you've built that sound. You have a sound and you will establish yourself as that go-to. Get active on social media. Have some type of personality. Have some type of uniqueness about what you're doing. It's going to bring awareness to your brand and what you do. Quality wins. Quality over quantity. You can have 100 beats. If only 2 out of the 100 beats are hot, that is terrible. Be prepared. Preparation is a major key. Be prepared. Stay organized. Keep up with all your files. Keep up with all your beats, etc. Can't stress that enough. Nobody is going to take you serious if you do not have your stuff together. Luck is when preparation and opportunity meets. That's when luck goes into effect. At least that's what they say. So as long as you're prepared, and when that opportunity comes along, you'll be the lucky one. And you know I like to end these on a positive note. Make life an adventure. Start today. Not 30 minutes, not 2 hours, not 5 minutes. Today. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helps. Once again, if you have any other ways of doing it, please drop those comments down below, because your information could help the next, and that's what this huddle is about. It's about helping. We're pushing the culture and, putting some respect on our producers' names. Put some respect on our names. The more we know, the more we grow. It's your boy CharleHorseBeats. I'm signing out. Thanks for watching Producers Huddle. Comment, like, subscribe. Let's get it.